Hey guys, Casual Gamer 84. Welcome back to the game room. We just went to a expo and they had a lot of games. Some would say too many games. No, seriously though, we went to the Too Many Games Expo. It was a lot of fun. We were there for 3 days. We only actually had 3-day passes. We only actually went to the convention 2 days. The third day, we just kind of done some other Pennsylvania touristy stuff. But it was a lot of fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll in to some Expo footage. Let you all kind of see that. Walk around, get some footage of the vendors and things like that. We'll let you all see that, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what I picked up on day one. Alright guys, we made it to Philadelphia. We're at day one of Too Many Games, so stick around. Alright guys, so you've seen day one of Too Many Games. I had a blast. Me and B Ron, I think B Ron had a blast too. He's not into video games quite as much as I am, but I think he definitely enjoyed people watching. So a lot of cool stuff there. Seen a lot of cool stuff, and I'm gonna show you all some of the things that I picked up on day one. So first thing, I got a pretty good deal. I done the whole bundle thing, so I didn't give what they were asking for anything that I got there. I tried to bundle it to get a little cheaper. Give myself a little better deal, but I didn't rip them off by any means. So I picked up a few Nintendo Power magazines. I picked up Castlevania 4 Nintendo Power. These all do have posters intact, so that's really cool. I've not had a chance to flip through these yet, but I definitely can't wait. It's gonna be really nostalgia inducing to do that. I picked up volume 23, the Power Blade issue, and again the posters intact in all of these. And I picked up volume 22, the Metal Storm cover. Metal Storm's a really cool game. Glad to have those three in my collections. I guess that's something that I've started doing recently, is collecting Nintendo Powers. So now on to some game related stuff, Peripherals and Games. I didn't know I was collecting these either, but I realized when I was down there that I've got the Game Genie by Galoob for the NES, Super Nintendo, and Sega Genesis. And I've got the Game Shark for N64. So I thought, I don't have any for handheld, so why not? So I think these were, I ended up giving $10 a piece for them. I got the Game Genie for the Sega Game Gear. They both did come with their little Game Genie code manuals. So that was cool. I've not tried them yet to see if they work. I would assume that they would. And I also got the one for the Game Boy. And again, has its manual intact. And I didn't know that they did that, but it's cool that they have like a little door on the back of them that you can open up, and it keeps the little Chico manual in it, which makes sense since it is a handheld and a portable game system. So I got those. On some games, some disc-based stuff, and I think actually all of these were on my games I'm looking for in 2021 list. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think they were. I got Punch-Out on Wii. I'm a huge Punch-Out fan. I liked Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. It's probably one of my favorite games. I liked Super Punch-Out on Super NES. In fact, I've got it complete in box up here. This is complete manual. This is really good shape. I think I ended up giving $25 for this. I'm not 100% sure. I looked at so many prices, and there were so many. I looked at this game a few times at different prices, so I don't really remember. But I think it was $25 I get for that. The next is a disc-based game. That is Super Smash Bros. Melee for the Gamecube. And this pretty much, with these two, there's one more, which is, I think, Super Mario All-Star Baseball, that I'll be looking for. And then I've pretty much got all the Gamecube games that I'm going to be looking for, except for two of them. And it's Ikaruga and Chibi Robo. They're both kind of expensive games, so if I run across them cheap, I'll pick them up. If not, it's no big deal. The other one, Super Mario Strikers for the GameCube. So glad to have all these. Glad to add some stuff to the GameCube collection. It's been really fun collecting for that. I think I'm about at the end of the collecting for it that I want to do. But glad to have that. Same with the Wii. I think I'm at the end of my collection for the Wii since I got Punch-Out. So nice to have all of those. Trying to find a place to put these. So on to the cool stuff. I was able to one booth. I'm not sure if the footage you've seen is going to be in this video or another video that's coming out. But I was able to complete 3 games while I was there. And I actually completed one at the Expo. But I already had this game, but I bought the box manual and all the inserts. I think it was relatively cheap. I think I give like $10 for it or something like that. It was pretty cheap. It's not a super expensive game, but it's cool to have completed box. And the box is in really good shape as well. And that is Adventures of Bayou Billy, NES. It is complete in box now. And I went ahead and completed this one because I talked about it in other videos. I love Tom Du Bois' artwork. And he's done the artwork for a lot of the Konami games, including this one. So it's just cool to have this in the collection and be able to see it. It's really nostalgia-inducing. The next one is the one that I completed there. And you may, in the footage that you've seen, see me pick this game up. I got it from the same vendor that I got the Super Mario Strikers and Super Smash Bros. Melee from. And if I remember correctly, I give $100 for all 3 of them, which may seem expensive to some, but I think Strikers is at the $75 to $80 range right now. I think the Smash Brothers is at the $50 to $60 range right now. This game complete in box is at $80 right now on price charting. But I bought the game, so if I give $100 for it, we'll say I get $45 a piece for them, give $10 for this. I give $10 for the game, and then I went to another vendor that had some boxes. Vortex Games, I think. I'm not sure, again, if they'll be in this video or next video. There's so much stuff there. And I think I give $20 for this box, so $30 all in on a complete in-box copy of Back to the Future 2 and 3. And that box is in really good shape. It's kind of hard to see because I've already got them in box protectors. But you can see, I mean, it's in really good shape. Although it's an LJN game, I'm a huge Back to the Future fan, so glad to have this in the collection. And this next one, I was blown away that I actually found this game box while I was there. I already had the game, but I was completely blown away that I found the box. Then I found the manual from another vendor. They're featured, I think, in the next episode. So when you hear me talk about getting the manual for this game, that's who I got it from. But I was at this vendor's, and I don't remember what the vendor's name was. I probably should have wrote that down. And all he had was empty boxes for the most part. They had like boxes and boxes, like produce boxes full of empty boxes. And I only actually ended up buying one box from him. But I'm digging through them, and then I run across this box. And I looked at him, and I said, "How much for this box?" He said, "Is it the box and manual?" I said, "No, it's just the box. There's some inserts in it, but no manual." He said, $10. So I immediately handed him $10. He looked at me and said, "I sold that too cheap, didn't I?" I just kind of smiled and walked away. But this was featured in my games I'm looking for in 2021. But it was my pipe dream game. I never thought I would have this game complete in box. And I kind of have it complete in box. I'll explain that in a second. But I picked up the box for Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I got it for $10, which is a really good deal. The box has some wear on it. But overall, I am really, really happy with it. Really, really happy to have it in the collection. And then, as I mentioned before, I got the manual. I think I give $22 for the manual. So $32, I was able to semi-complete my copy of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. And again, super, super happy to have this in the collection. What I mean by semi-complete is I am missing the letter. There's a letter from Mike Tyson that came in it. I am missing that letter. I've since looked at a letter up on eBay and things like that, try to find it. It is expensive, so I'm not going to be buying it anytime soon. Hopefully one day I'll run across it of it pretty cheap and I'll be able to add it. But if not, the box, manual, and all the inserts, except for the letter, I'm happy as can be to have this in the collection. It's going to be a great showpiece. It's going to look great on the shelf. So glad to have picked that up at Too Many Games. To me, that really made the trip worth it by itself. So guys, that's everything that I picked up on day one. Hopefully you like the content. I'm not sure if this is going to be a two-part episode or a one-part episode. It may be a one-part episode. Maybe a little long. But guys, thanks for watching. And definitely, if you want to see more Too Many Games footage, ring that bell for notifications. If you like to kind of hit that like button. And as always, don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, guys.